Mawlid. Enter into the time of Mawlid. Mawlid. Don't make show of Mawlid. Now, people are going to accuse me now just because I say don't make show of Mawlid. They're going to say he's against the Mawlid. I say, no, I'm not against the Mawlid. I'm against to anything that is making a show. You make zikr, very good. But if you make zikr and it's becoming a show, no good. You're praying, very good. But you're praying, Allahu Akbar. Looking around to see whether you're praying like this. You all know, you've seen that before. Man, Allahu Alam, he prays, or sunnats or whatever at home, Allahu Alam, but in the masjid, what takes 2 minutes, it takes 10 minutes. Everyone waiting, looking at him. Says, Allahu Akbar, Assalamu alaikum. He's giving salams to saints and prophets and angels. What do I know? I don't know nothing. You make sure it's wrong. No good. You recite Quran. Very good. Recite. One time I was at Jummah. You know, sometimes you sit and you just look around. Yeah, zikr is also not just to take a tasbih and to make Allah, 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 Allah like that in ghaflat. Look around. Allah is teaching you something that time, no? His signs, they're everywhere. I see this brother. I think we have 20 minutes, 15 minutes to Jummah time, calling azan, taking out the Quran, and he's reciting. Very good, you're reciting Quran, very nice. But then I see him, he's getting into it. He's getting very nice, very good. Then his voice gets louder. Then he got louder and louder. And everyone is looking at him. And it's very unusual to me. I don't know. Maybe I come from a village somewhere in Southeast Asia with coconut trees. I've never seen this kind of things before. But you don't recite loudly in masjid for everyone to listen. You recite quietly, you recite. Yeah, under your breath, you're going to say. Unless you're a qari, then you go up by yourself, you're going to recite, everyone's going to listen. So anyway, he was reciting, and he was getting really into it, and he's reciting, getting very, very high, emotional. Then after he finished, Sadaqallahul Azim, he putting it. Anyway, people talking around to him, MashaAllah, brother, you have a very nice voice. He says, MashaAllah, thank you. MashaAllah, very nice Qiraat reciting. I said, Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. I'm looking and I said, really? This is happening? Making show is no good. It's called Riya. Riya means you're showing off. And there's so many ayats, so many hadiths about that. You're making show when you're worshipping. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and the day of judgment, He's going to throw your worship back to your face. And He's going to say, whoever you make show to, ask them for reward. You are praying now, and you want everyone to look at you and say, MashaAllah, what a holy person. Then ask them. Because now you're not praying for the sake of Allah. Praying for the sake of Allah is different. So now, I'll make sure. Now we enter to the time of Mawlid. Very good, MashaAllah. It's better than not doing anything to come to make Mawlid. To come and to recite, to make salawats, to make dua, to sing. Very good. But you know, because we're in this Jamaat, Shaykh in this Jamaat, we say, okay, and then what? Whatever you do, whatever you learn, whatever you see, say, good, very good. Then what? Gathering to recite, to give salawat to the Prophet ﷺ. And then what? The and then what part of the Mawlid must be putting the lifestyle of the Prophet into your lifestyle. Not to say, my life is different, do as I like. But when it comes to just Mawlid time, I'm just going to sit and make some salawats and sing, get emotional. It has nothing to do with my life. No, it is not. Because Prophet ﷺ, after giving the shahadat, when he was first born as a baby, he went into sajda. After giving shahadat and praising Allah, he says, Ummati, Ummati. Clearly. So many miracles of the Holy Prophet ﷺ, from a baby until later, which Muslims are not really talking about it these days too. They don't want to talk about the miraculous nature of the Prophet. They don't want to put the miracles into their lives, into their faith. Prophet ﷺ is not like us. They say, no, must make him human. Must make him as human as possible so we can relate. There's another sickness. They say, in order for you to relate to something, you must bring it down to the lowest level, then you can relate. Yes, relate to what? Your ego. Our identity is not in our ego. Our identity is in our spirit. And the spirit always wants to go high, wants to go up. And every prophet that was sent is to bring us up, not to bring us low. So they don't want to discuss about the miracles of the Prophet. This is one of them. Thousands there are. When he was a baby, he was sitting and he was lying down and he was laughing. And one, I cannot remember who saw this, maybe it was his nursemaid, Halmatu Saadia, or someone, saw him laughing, looking at the sky. It was night time and the moon, and he was laughing. And she looked why Holy Prophet was laughing, and she looked to see what he was laughing at. Prophet was moving his finger like this when he was a baby, and the moon was going up and down, and he was laughing. We lost the connection now. Connection must be established, not just to sing and to make salawats on the month of Rabiul Awal, but it must also be in our daily lives. If you don't put it in your daily lives, then that time when the month comes, you're not going to be so ready for it. The miracles of the Prophet ﷺ. And the first one, amongst the first one, he's saying, Ummati, Ummati, praying for us, worrying for us. We should be replying. We should say, Labaik ya Rasulullah. Labaik, here I am. Ya Nabi, O Prophet of Allah, here I am. Then you're going to ask yourself, if we say here we are, presenting ourselves to the Prophet, then we must look. What have we brought with us to be presented to the Prophet ﷺ? What do we have? If you're intelligent, if you have faith, then you're going to say, I must be in the best of everything to be presented in the presence, holy presence of the Prophet ﷺ. Of course, we are all dirty. Of course, we are all filled with wrong things. But we must try. We cannot say there's nothing that I can do. If there's nothing you can do, then why Allah send the prophets to us to make us to become clean? So many waiting for Hazrat Mahdi to come. I said, what have you done to prepare yourself for Hazrat Mahdi? Hazrat Mahdi is going to come, not to bring a new religion, not to come, he's going to come not to give magic, to show magic, to have a magic kind of religion. No. He's going to come to revive the lost traditions of the Prophet ﷺ. So if you come, you say, I cannot give anything. There's nothing that I have that I can present to you, Ya Rasulullah. There's one poet saying, I looked everywhere to find perfect gift for you. How can I? If I bring you something, it is like bringing gold to the gold mine. It is like bringing water to the ocean. What can I bring? I cannot bring myself, because I don't belong to myself. So I bring a mirror, so you can see yourself. Polish ourselves. We must. We must polish ourselves until we become the mirror of the Prophet ﷺ. That what he is going to reflect on us. His life is going to reflect on us. That time, with sincerity, we may say, Labbaik, Ya Rasulullah. Because, just as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, Alastu bi Rabbikum, am I not your Lord? On the day of promises, and that question is constantly being asked, never stopping. Alastu bi Rabbikum, Alastu bi Rabbikum. In our whole lives, that question that Allah is asking, Allah is continuously asking, never stopping. Am I not your Lord? And our conduct, our life, must be an answer to that question. Qalu bala. So how you are going to be in your life is going to be an answer, not just with the words. Your life, how you conduct your life is going to be an answer to that question. Allah is asking, Alastu bi Rabbikum. Holy Prophet ﷺ is calling out to us, saying, Ummati, Ummati. Those words will never finish. And he's asking us every single day, and every hour, every minute, and every second, asking us, oh, my nation, my nation. And our life, our conduct in our life is an answer to that question. Don't be distracted. You are always distracted. Keep it. Sincerity. Bring a mirror. Not just to say, let the reflection of the Prophet ﷺ, let the reflection of those ones who are his inheritors to be on you. That time you are bringing a mirror. Otherwise, it will be show. It will be a game. Dunya will swallow you, will distract you, will make you forget. Dunya is there to put out the fire of love in your heart. Keep it alive. And speaking first to myself and to those ones who are listening, as you like. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.